Hello, everyone. My name is Douglas Cirino, and I'm going to present you part of my research that I entitled Contrasting Effects of Green Coverage Between Upper and Lower Respiratory Diseases, a New Pattern for the Tropics. We can start from the ecosystem services that are goods and services that nature provides to human well-being. And in cities, those services are mostly given by the urban greening in green infrastructure. And that is important nowadays because more than a half of the human population already lives in cities. And this number tends to grow in the next decades. So we investigate how green coverage and the other landscape factors affect hospitalization rates in upper and lower respiratory tract. So we search for patterns in green coverage and green distribution that affect hospitalizations caused by nose and throat to upper respiratory tract and pulmonary diseases in the hospitalizations to lower respiratory tract. Our area of study was the Brazilian megacity São Paulo that have 12.3 million inhabitants divided by districts. And we search for patterns of green distribution and green coverage all around the city with high resolution images and high resolution mapping, as you can see in this figure on the right, where every single tree in the city was accounted in the analysis. And we search for hospitalization rates, as we can see the distribution of hospitalization rates in this map of upper and lower respiratory tract. And we are calling hospitalization rates the number of hospitalization accounted divided by the population of each of the districts or neighborhoods in the city. It's important to say that we used public health system hospitalizations in the populations who are controlled by the people that uses the public health system. We create lots of generalized linear models between the green coverage and green attributes with the hospitalization rates. And in that way, we have lots of models that we can select by archaic criteria, founding the main result that is represented in this graph, where we can see in the bottom here that as we increase the tree coverage, we decrease the hospitalization rate for lower respiratory hospitalization. But up here on the top, we can see that when we increase the tree coverage, we also increase the hospitalization rate for upper respiratory system. So we found an opposite effect between the lower and the upper respiratory tract, what was surprising, but we attribute that to allergies in the upper respiratory tract and air quality improvement given by the ecosystem services in the lower respiratory tract. And it's important to say that this pattern is new for the tropics. Probably is one of the first patterns that allergies are causing hospitalizations in the tropics. It is more common in the temperate regions, but in the tropics is not well studied yet. I would like to thank you the agents that fomented me, the University of São Paulo, and the Planetary Health Annual Meeting. Thank you so much.